In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on September 10, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Detroit Tigers vs. Kansas City Royals. This Saturday, the Detroit Tigers and the Kansas City Royals will play Game 2 of this 3-game series. The first pitch will be thrown out inside Kauffman Stadium. These two teams also matched up last week, as the Kansas City Royals ended up taking 2 of 3 games from the Tigers. The Detroit Tigers are coming into this one after a tough series against the Los Angeles Angels. The Tigers struggled at the plate, as they were shut out in Game 1 and they lost in extras in Game 2. They will now be looking to bounce back on the road against the Royals. The Kansas City Royals are entering this one after losing their previous series to the Cleveland Guardians. They lost Game 1 in extra innings, but they only scored 1 run in Game 2. They will need to wake up at the dish if they want to take care of business in this one. Jonathan Heasley will take the mound for the Royals in the second game. He had one of his best performances of the season last Saturday night against these same Tigers, allowing just 2 runs on 8 hits over 7 strong frames in a victory. Typically, teams are able to make the proper adjustments for a guy the second time around, but Detroit has been one of the poorest hitting clubs in the majors. They have hit the fewest home runs, score the fewest runs per game, and have the second lowest on-base percentage. It has been a disastrous year for them, and they are merely playing through the motions for next season. They have lost 7 of their last 9 facing American League opponents and 6 of 8 against the Royals, so the Kansas City Royals money line is our full game side pick. I understand that both of these teams have struggled at the plate this season, but they both have a great matchup in this one. I see both teams having success at the plate. The Royals will be starting Jonathan Heasley on the mound, as he has continued to struggle this season. He is currently 3-7 with a 4.98 earned run average and a 1.53 WHIP, as the Tigers will have multiple opportunities to score in this one. They are hitting .233 as a team against RHP in their last 10, and I like the way they played at the plate in their last game against the Angels. They will carry that momentum over into this one. Now, I don't have a ton of faith in Matt Manning either. He is currently 1-2 on the season with a 3.86 earned run average. The Royals currently have the 14th highest overall team batting average, as they will also be able to give themselves multiple opportunities to score. Manning won't be perfect. He gave up 2 runs over 4 innings on Sunday in a no decision against these same Royals. Manning struggled with his command in this game, throwing just 57 of 90 pitches for strikes and finishing with only 3 strikeouts. He served up 3 walks, hit 1 batter, and also threw a wild pitch. Just 2 starts prior, he was obliterated by the Mariners and did not look particularly sharp last week against Kansas City. He has been one of Detroit's most reliable starters since after the All-Star break, but has been hit or miss over his last 4 starts. Look for the Royals to generate some damage against him. Do not expect Detroit to contribute much to the total, but I still feel they will do enough. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Red Sox vs. Baltimore Orioles. The Baltimore Orioles will look to gain ground in the wildcard race Saturday when they host American League East rivals the Boston Red Sox. This is the second game of a 3-game series. The Orioles lead the season series 7-5, not counting Friday night series opener. Michael Wacha gets the start for Boston, while the Orioles have not yet named a starter. Boston is 5-1 in their last 6 games on grass and 1-7 in their last 8 road games. The under is 5-0 in Boston's last 5 Saturday games. Baltimore is 2-4 in their last 6 games and 13-5 in their last 18 game 2s of a series. The over is 6-2 in Baltimore's last 8 Saturday games. The under is 10-2 in these two teams' last 12 head-to-head meetings in Baltimore. A rare game where the Red Sox are favored, but the money line has paid when the Sox are Vegas team that day. Boston is 40-28 outright in such games and 36-33 against the spread on the road. Michael Wacha gives the Red Sox that extra edge too. Wacha is 5-0 against the American League East this season and 5-0 when pitching outside Fenway. The outstanding performance against Baltimore in the sole outing against them was only on August 20th in the same ballpark. Nothing to say, Wacha doesn't keep up this pace. The Orioles have everything to play for and the Red Sox only have their pride to play for. But if the Red Sox steal one game in this series, it will be this one on Saturday afternoon. So the Boston Red Sox money line is our full game side pick. The Red Sox do not pitch well. They have one of the worst bullpens in baseball, which will put a lot of pressure on Wacha to go deep in this game. While Wacha has been fantastic all season, the last few starts he has been a little shaky. In his last 3 starts, he has an earned run average of 4. I think the Orioles will chase him out and then tack on some runs against the bullpen to push this past the total. We don't know who is starting for the Orioles, but if it is Watkins, he has an earned run average of nearly 6 in his last 3 starts. Against a good hitting Sox team, he could get pounded. But keep an eye on who they roll out. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Nationals versus Philadelphia Phillies. The Washington Nationals take on the Philadelphia Phillies in the second of a 3-game series on Saturday evening. The Nationals will have Eric Fed on the mound. The Phillies will reply with Ranger Suarez. The Phillies lead the season series by an 11-2 count. The Nationals are 15-36 in their last 51 Saturday games and 20-42 in their last 62 overall. The Phillies are 9-2 in their last 11 home games and 3-7 in their last 10 overall. The under is 8-3 in Nationals' last 11 games following a loss. The over is 6-2-1 in Phillies' last 9 overall. The Nationals are 0-6 in the last 6 meetings in Philadelphia and 6-22 in the last 28 meetings. The Phillies have won 3 of their last 5 games and 9 of their last 11 home games. They are playing well offensively, scoring 10 runs in their last 3 games. Scoring won't be a problem for them in this game because they hit the ball well against right-handers and they've had a lot of success against Fed, who struggled on the mound in recent starts, giving up 12 runs in his last 4 starts. He gave up 21 runs in his last 5 starts against the Phillies and will have a hard time slowing them down. The Nationals are also playing well at the moment, winning 4 of their last 6 games. Even though they are playing well offensively, they won't score a lot of runs in this game because Suarez has done a good job on the mound and has had a lot of success against the Nationals, going 4-0 against them. He gave up 7 runs in his last 6 games against them and won't have trouble keeping their offense in check. Eric Fed hasn't been good this season, with his 5.08 earned run average and 1.52 WHIP. Ranger Suarez has actually been pretty reliable with his 3.52 earned run average and 1.33 WHIP. While inconsistent on the year, the Philadelphia Phillies need to take advantage of series like this, especially at home, if they're going to make a dent in the playoff standings. No excuses here, so the Philadelphia Phillies to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Nationals are averaging 3.8 runs per game and 3.85 runs per game on the road. They average 2.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Phillies. With Philadelphia giving up 3.96 runs per game at home, the Nationals will hit their average in this game. The Phillies are averaging 4.18 runs per game and 3.96 runs per game at home. They average 10.33 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Nationals. The Nationals and Phillies played over the total in their last 2 meetings. The Nationals are clicking at the plate, scoring 5 runs in 7 out of their last 10 games, including 17 runs in 3 games against a good Cardinals pitching staff. While I expect Suarez to at least contain them, the over has delivered in each of his last 3 starts. In addition, the Phillies have scored an average of 5 runs in their last 10 games. They have feasted on the Nationals pitching this season, averaging a remarkable 6.6 runs in the 13 meetings. Fed has posted a poor 5.83 career earned run average against the Phillies. The over is also 6-2-1 in the Phillies' last 9 games. With Washington giving up 5.26 runs per game on the road, the Phillies will score enough runs to push the score past the total. I expect a barrage of runs. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.